Hey guys, and welcome back to Binding of Isaac Repentance on File 2. I think I'm gonna switch it up today. Instead of doing a normal run, take a little interlude, do a challenge. I'm gonna start just right at the top of the list, Pitch Black. Let's get started. So for Pitch Black, we have a run where we have a permanent Curse of the Unknown and Curse of Darkness. Unlike most challenges, this challenge does have item rooms, which makes it a little less difficult. Intruder, welcome aboard. Get the quad shot, slow tears, and if we do in fact take damage, we have a chance for the intruder to pop out and do damage. I'm going to try to avoid soul heart. Double black hearts, and we did pick up the soul heart on our way back out. I've got 2 keys. I'm going to try this chest out. A pill might come in handy. So kind of handy for this run is to think about your health. Right now we're sitting at 3 red hearts, missing 1 because of the damage, and 2.5 soul hearts. So because we're never going to be able to look at our health, we're going to have to kind of keep that in mind to gauge what kind of a risk we should be taking. And now we're at full health with 2.5 soul hearts. It can make it more beneficial to take angel deals on this challenge. However, it is a challenge that ends on Mom's foot, so not exactly gonna get a lot of opportunities. I'm gonna bomb here, take that lucky penny, because why not? You got some bombs, we might as well. First boss, Blighted Ovum. Not too bad. We're gonna definitely help ourselves out with a bit of slow tears to get us some space. It is helpful to try to get him to do a full circuit around as you evade him. But we take him down pretty easy, get some keys. Let's move on. There's no real reason to push for a fast run because we do not get a boss rush. Although I do believe the boss rush would open, but there's no reason to because the run will be over after the Mom's foot fight. I'll stick my nose in that little opening for a bit, get some hits in, and try to take as many of those guys down as I can. So, try to keep track. We do have 3 red hearts, and we have actually we got latchkey, which gives us a soul heart. So we are at 3.5 soul hearts right now. Got school bag, not very useful for us right now because we don't have an active, but could prove to be useful later on in the run. I was gonna say let's hold off on the mark drop. We got a bomb drop. Now we got 4.5 soul hearts. We're sitting pretty good. I think most likely I'm just gonna pick. Ourselves an eternal heart. Dead bird. Dead bird is a useful item, but as I was saying, I think probably just for ease, I'm going to do angel deals. Honestly, sitting where we are right now, we could get ourselves a decent active and... yeah, we'll just keep going. Decent active and maybe a couple more stat ups from the boss fights, and we'd honestly be fine with taking on a Mom's Foot fight. Mom's Foot is not a fight that really needs a overpowered build to win, so we just really need to get there. Incidentally, if you did run across the Bible, obviously that would be a absolutely useful item to take. Yeah, Cat and Nine Tails is going to... see, I've been kind of talking about that. I'm starting to think with our health we should go Devil. I'll stick with my guns. Alright, let's take a look in this challenge room. It might be worth it. I'm gonna do it. It wasn't really worth it, but Cat of Nine Tails giving us that damage up. We've got over 5 damage. Got the slow tears and the spread shot of the intruder. I'm feeling extremely confident about this build, so we can afford to take a little break and do this challenge room. Yeah, I thought that was the host. I did pick kind of a rough spot to start that. I should have taken left or right, but no problem. I'm going to try to gather a few more bombs before I drop this 2 of clubs that I picked up. No reason to pop it right now. And honestly, if I did need to use bombs before I found any more, actually one of the interesting things with 2 of clubs, similarly with 2 of spades, if you have 0 clubs, sorry, 0 bombs, and you use 2 of clubs, you'll get 2. And if you use 2 of clubs with 1 bomb, you'll also have 2. So something to keep in mind, especially for the beginning of runs. If you find one of those cards, you can kind of min-max yourself a little bit, try to get a little more value out of those items, and you know, use it to your best advantage. Get a red chest with nothing in it. Found our item room. Get that black poop and get ourselves a stun effect. Watch out for that turret fly. Alright, got a bomb. We get parasitoid. I believe that's how you say that. A very awesome tier effect. You will see it proc. Yep. Shoot little egg sac tears that, when contacting the enemy, end up turning into a friendly spider or fly. You get yourself perfection. That is an item that can really carry you quite a ways in and of itself. Excellent pickup. Very happy to see it. Gotta remember too that I believe we haven't taken any damage at this point. That being said, I may have jinxed myself. We'll see how this fight goes. Gotta watch for that raining attack. After the slowing effect, it kind of throws the trajectory a little bit. Just gotta kind of circle out of the way. Always gotta be careful for the quick attack. He has a couple of jumps. One of them is just a regular jump attack, where he'll leap in the air, come down with some creep, and try to contact damage you. The other one is a super quick attack that you have to be careful to avoid. You didn't get an angel deal? That's alright. Let's move on. Alright. I could do curse room. I'm going to hold off. Check this vault out. The thing about this challenge and most challenges, you really don't have to be too conservative with your keys, because you have one less key door to open up per floor, since we don't have shops, and then most of the time since you don't have item rooms. So you can be a little less sparing with your keys and not be penalized with losing access to those rooms. Gonna take it easy and watch out. Try to defend this side of the room. Alright. Nice little slow effect there. I'm gonna try to make a bridge and check for secret room. Very nice. Like the added value of the consumable use. Speaking of consumable use, I probably should have used 2 clubs beforehand. but it's not too late right now. We'll use up a few bombs in here. I'm going to check out this curse room first. Then I'm going to pop out and back in, reset some of those fires. Do that a couple times. No reason not to, until we get a little more manageable space. There's not really much reason to grind up money. So I honestly don't really see a huge value in going Temperance. Get Ghost Baby. Excellent pickup. It's a familiar that shoots Spectral Tears. I believe it's at 3.5 damage, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, gotta watch out for that guy turning the corner. I don't want to get tapped by a champion. The glowing green champions always split into a regular version of the was there any? It's a little late for the golden key. I think I've said that multiple times, multiple runs. Alright. Yeah. You can see that we're kind of carving ourselves out some wiggle room each floor, each room with these, close, with the friendly spiders and flies. This run is being very generous to us, honestly. We are getting tons of health. I mean, I stopped keeping track of my health a while ago, but I wouldn't be surprised if I go for a soul heart grab soon and have a full rack of health. And a super secret room could have been above here, but I figure it's worth a try where we could access the chest at the same time. Larry Jr. is going to get mowed down from all those slow tears. I'm gonna try... Yeah. Not too long ago I did the run where I got magic mush from one bomb use on mushrooms, so you gotta always keep that hope alive for the mushroom bombing. Let's see, are we at full health? Nope, not yet. Not yet. Alright. Take our time, no reason to rush in this room. I'll come down here and wait one more cycle. Got rosary bead. Doesn't really do much for us right now. We're locked into Angel Deal regardless. Peep is one of those enemies that most people don't have a hard time with, and I actually find I do have a hard time with. Mostly because the shots that he does go on a random trajectory, so really, it's not something you can read, you have to kind of react to, so. I find myself often putting myself in the pathway unintentionally. I'm gonna take a bomb. I was kind of hoping I could get the March rock at the same time. Ooh, I got so lucky his range ran out before he got me there. Alright, we took him down. Got ourselves our angel deal. As expected, we got perfection. We haven't taken any damage up to this point. Speaking of not taking damage, we get Holy Mantle. That's going to help tremendously at keeping our perfection. I'm going to bomb this. We get a little small rock? Nope. But we did get a free open with our golden key. Let's go to the next floor. Yeah, I'd say as far as getting a lucky seed, this is about as good as it gets. We've got perfection. We've got... ooh, actually, just remembered we have Holy Mantle. We might as well pop in. My goodness. I'm gonna tap you. I am gonna tap you. I'm gonna tap you. Pills, pills, pills. You know, I don't even want to do it. I don't want to risk putting a blemish on this perfect run so far. We could take that, yeah, I'm not even worried about the encroachment because we have the benefit of Holy Mantle. We don't have an active, if I'm remembering, where we started this run pretty early on getting school bag. And the funny thing is we may very well go the entire run and not get an active, because we get a lot of actives from shops. And without seeing a shop this entire challenge, very well may not have one. So there you see, we are at full health. We cannot pick up the soul heart. I assume we were at full health well into those black hearts. Black hearts will actually kind of, I don't know if it's the right term, but it's the way I think about it. They rewrite over soul hearts, if you will. Scapular is excellent for doing some game breaks and assisting you in surviving. I certainly don't think we're going to need it this run. I thought the secret room was right there. We have 8 bombs, and we have a very short run to play. I'm gonna play Find Magic Mushroom. One more, come on. Nope, no such luck. That's alright. Take a little more chance on our deal. And yeah, we're just looking for boss room now. No shop to be had. If I'm not mistaken, the payout for Pitch Black Challenge is the Hagalaz rune. A lot of times, people that are trying to, you know, go hyper efficient on their unlocks will hold off on doing Pitch Black. May take the Yara unlock. They get more likely Yara procs, which helps. Of course, it's an overpowered rune, so clearing only Yara for a while can kind of force the game to give you more of them, which gives you better shots at breaking the game, or at the very least augmenting your game. I'd like to keep perfection here if we could avoid these arcing shots. There we go. I'll pop back out, renew mantle, take a tap. Got a lot of money that we're probably not going to do anything with, but hey, that's alright. Alright. Let myself get into a corner. I am going to bail out of that with my Hangman card. Hangman is one of those cards where you don't really ever... It's kind of situational, but it is kind of nice to keep in your back pocket. It can come in handy for those sticky situations. A lot of times, like pestilence fights, fights where they make creep, or interesting rooms where you would like an escape path. You could make an argument that a Hangman card would actually make this fight a little easier, but we don't really need it. We're steamrolling this run. Let's move on. We've arrived at Depths 2. This is our target. We're technically in boss rush timing. Not that we need it. Alright, didn't get to see the reward in there. I went through the door too quickly, but that's okay. You can see with perfection, as I discussed, we're just making so many flies and spiders that we don't have to necessarily take everything down with our tiers. We can concentrate on one part of the room while our ads just march around and do cleanup for us. Very, very nice and cozy. I don't really think there's a reason to take Leo. I wish I had... I really, really wish that we had Mom's Purse. Arguably... it's not arguably. I think perfection just makes this run way better, considering our tier effect. But you can make the case for Cancer, because as you look over at our items, we really haven't gotten tiers up. So our tiers rate is, you know, it's not horrible, but it's certainly not the best. Look at all that health we have nothing to do with. And we have an envy fight. You know, a lot of times I complain about envy. But this time, if you could just drop Shoop de Whoop, I would absolutely love to see it. We don't. We get the Troll Bomb reward, if you want to call it that. So the way it looks to me, I don't think you can get that with one bomb. That would have been kind of satisfying, but I'm going to take 2 bombs for 4 keys. I don't think we really needed it, but why not? Secret room might be above this room. Could be. Might not be. I'm gonna take a look at the room above it. I mean, that looks like it's pointing there. This looks like it's pointing there. If this is not the secret room, that is some hard bait. There we go. Slip past that host. I'm not gonna play that. There's no reason to. The run is basically over. Big old room full of lots of tricky enemies, but I think you can hear it. Our followers, our spider followers, are doing some heavy lifting for us. One of the funny things about these night enemies is if you land an egg sac tier on them, even at their mask, you will create a spiders or flies. So you can kind of spam that a little bit. I don't think there's a reason to look in there. Hanged Man. I mean, there's not really a reason to not take it. Don't have anything in our pocket. We might as well. We have come to the end of our journey. Arrived right on time. Didn't make boss rush. Weren't trying to make boss rush. We probably could have if we wanted to. This should be a relatively easy fight. I'm gonna pop Hangman so I can duck over rocks and have an unimpeded dodge path if I want to. Just for style, I'd like to finish this fight with perfection, but honestly, if I don't, it's not the end of the world. But obviously, we've got this run in the bag. It is all over but the crying. That was a close one. Keeping it interesting. Alright. Yep, pile up them spiders. Get your damage in. We got the achievement. Let's go look at that devil deal. We'll take money equals power. Why not? Finish her up. A little extra for the icing of the cake. Take our achievement. And that is a GG. And I was correct. We did get the Hagalaz unlock. Well, I'm going to leave it there. It's kind of nice to change it up and do a little light run on the challenge. And boy, I gotta say, that was a pretty easy challenge with the way the seed played out. So thank you for watching, and peace.